From the front line of truth, where courage meets convictions, this is The Conservative Viewpoint.
All right, everyone. Good evening and welcome back to the Conservative Viewpoint. I hope you all had a fantastic and restful weekend. It's Monday night, which means we're back in the studio to kick off the week with an honest look at the news and the issues that matter. But before we dive into the latest headlines, let's start, as we always do, with a little perspective. On this day in U.S. political history, on August 18, 1920, a young Tennessee legislator received a note from his mother urging him to be a good boy and voted for suffrage. His single vote broke a tie, making Tennessee the 36th and the final state needed to ratify the 19th Amendment, officially giving American women the right to vote. It's a powerful reminder of how one person's conscience and even a mother's advice can shape the course of a nation's history. Now let's get right to it. It's time for a MAGA Minute. But after that, I've got a lot to get you caught up from the weekend and what went on. We'll be breaking it all down, so go ahead and get comfortable. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because it begins now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the show. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It was like way too fast for us. Or for me anyways, it went way too fast. It was too hot. Couldn't even sit out on my deck and enjoy any adult beverages. And all kind of stuff like that. And I'm missing something here. Bummer. I think I did that, and we're supposed to be up here, and I was looking at videos that I've got to find one that I have to play, and I'll find it here in a second, but thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and anyone new to the show, welcome. We're glad to see you. So let's give some shout outs to where we're streaming out to tonight real quick. We've got Rumble, we've got Getter, we've got Wimpkin down here, we got Facebook, YouTube still hanging in there, Twitch, X. We even got X in the house right there, guys. But yes, we've got a lot going on. And I have got to find this video real fast here. I don't know what the hell I did with it. So I do have to find it because I know I had it and I might have deleted it by accident. And I hope I did not, but I'm going to go back in and look. And I probably did, so I'll have to... Give me 1 second so I can find this. Yep, I did. I deleted it by accident, but I'm going to go back in and re-download it because we got to kick that off. Real quick here. Guys, it doesn't take me long to do this, so we're going to definitely download this real fast. But hey, we're going to give some shout outs to people over here and Getter real fast. Yes, we are, by golly. And who do we got topping off the list tonight? Let's see here. We got Radical Right Sean in the house right there. Radical Right Sean, what's happening, man? Texas Sean's over here. What's going on, guys? My brother's keeper. What's going on, guys? Welcome. I'm glad to see you guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend. But we're going back to the one, the only, Becky. Hi, Becky. Becky had a great weekend. She went to Cheat Lake. Awesome right there. That's I'm telling you. But we got the one, the only Wimpkin.com, guys. Oh, yeah. What do I tell you every night? Every weeknight we're on, right? If you haven't done it yet, download the app. Come check us out. Join us in chat. Join us with the people in Getter and Wimpkin. It don't matter, whichever one, but we got great people in both. But we got Wimpkin Warriors in here that you guys want to join. You'll have a blast in there. Trust me. Come check it out. Give me your honest opinion, guys, because a lot of new stuff's kind of happened to Wimpkin. You guys will want to be a part of it. So let's give a shout out right now to everybody that's happening in there right now. Our Wimpkin Warriors belongs to Tim Kiefer to start off the pile here. We got Texas Tammy in here. We got John M. What's happening, John M? We got Jerry Kruger, and that is the diversity. Yes, that makes me mad every time I say it. But we've got Colin from Scotland. Yes, sir. Bob Ariad Lee. What up, Lee? Pennsylvania boy with me. Yes, sir. Bob. All right. What else? Let's keep going down the list here. We've got Marianne. Marianne. Hi, Marianne. Gotta love it. All right. Let's keep going, guys. We're going down through the list, and there's America Pier right there. America Pier is from Scandinavia, y'all. We've got them from all over the planet here, guys. You gotta love it, right? Mark from the UK. Also, we got him. We got Texas Jeff in here. What's Pat? Pat is in here, guys. Pat, yes, Pat is here. Say hi to Pat, everyone. Pat is here tonight. Welcome, Pat. All right, guys. We got a lot going on tonight. Let me go back to my media and get this one video up here because we are going to start off with some fun. And I got to get it to where I can see it. And if I can find it, I can always lose it like that every time I turn around. Wait a minute. Where did it go? Hope it didn't go back to the bottom again. For some reason, every time I do that, I lose a video, and I don't know why. So we're going to go back up here and check it out, but we're going to find it, and we're going to play it. So, where did you go? How can I lose something that I just had? And it's like, oh, there it is. Hell with it. I'm not moving it no more. Let's get a little bit of Green Frog Labs happening.
Numbers on the scoreboard, putting real big numbers on the scoreboard. Yeah, got a lot of wins and we want more. Yeah, big numbers on the scoreboard. Yeah, don't make me put you on them highlights and replays. I'm like that. They be going night night. I'm beast made, no light cap. Legend in them bright lights. My whole city on my back. Locked into my focus. I'm grinding, no sidetrack. I be in the gym while you be hugging on your mattress. Only record breaking, ain't no playing to be average. Banging on my craft work, I'm back in my baggage. Ain't no competition in my league, I get active. Yeah, big numbers on the scoreboard. Putting real big numbers on the scoreboard. Yeah, got a lot of wins and we want more. Yeah, big numbers on the scoreboard. Big numbers on the scoreboard. Putting real big numbers on the scoreboard. Yeah, when it come to ballin', I'm a warlord. Yeah, big numbers on the scoreboard. Rushing through that tunnel, yeah, we coming for that trophy. Stomping on the ground, walking round like you owe me. Hall of Famer, go breed from rookies to OGs. And I'm with the whole team, the top's never lonely. About to hit my celly on them, watch me, I'm dancing. Pressure getting heavy on them, they don't got no chances. All we know is victory, we rising and advancing. Winning is the mindset, you looking at the champions. Yeah, we be jumping out the jumbo. Got them going crazy from the bleeds to the front row. We be going legendary, we gon' leave a hundo. When you think we slowing down, we gon' give them one more. And another one, and another one. Yeah, big numbers on the scoreboard. Putting real big numbers on the scoreboard. Yeah, got a lot of wins and we want more. Yeah, big numbers on the scoreboard. Big numbers on the scoreboard. Putting real big numbers on the scoreboard. Yeah, when it come to ballin', I'm a warlord. Yeah, big numbers on the scoreboard.
Another badass song from the Green Frog Labs. You gotta love it, guys, right? Awesome stuff. Knocked it out of the park again. Great job, Green Fog Labs. And we got Cecil and Bryant and Gregory. Welcome, guys. I saw you there. But let's get another one, and let's get it started off with the MAGA Minute.
It was another busy week here at the White House delivering results for you, the American people. Let's dive into how we made America great again this week with another MAGA Minute. The president implemented a federal takeover of Washington, D.C. to restore law and order following years of out-of-control crime that has already yielded more than 100 arrests for firearm offenses, narcotics, assaults, and homicides. President Trump visited the Kennedy Center, where he delivered remarks and unveiled the 2025 Kennedy Center Honors nominees. John Deere, Ford, GE, and AbbVie announced billions of dollars of new investments in the United States, and small business sentiment reached a 5-month high this month. The July inflation report came in below expectations, with real wages having risen every single month since President Trump took office. That means more money in your pocket. The president announced that there will be no tariffs on gold. 110,000 Americans have applied for jobs at ICE since it began its recruiting effort. And if you're interested, check out join.ice.gov for more info. Pending claims at the Department of Veteran Affairs are now down 37% since President Trump took office, because our nation's veterans deserve better. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard declassified more documents exposing the Russia hoax, and former DNI James Clapper, who abused his office in historic fashion. And in addition, FBI Director Kash Patel revealed that disgraced Senator Adam Schiff leaked classified intelligence to shape political narratives in his attempt to hurt President Trump. The president is now on his way to Alaska for a historic bilateral meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in the hopes of ending this brutal war, and he will keep you posted on how that goes. I know you're not tired of winning yet, and neither are we. Make sure you tune in for more updates on next week's MAGA Minute.
There you are for our MAGA Minute this week. She didn't get one last week, so I finally got one this week. So we got Hi Shell. And did I miss anybody over here? Make sure. Yeah, Fixer. Got Fixer in there. There's Fixer right there. All right, guys. And I did something I said I wasn't going to do, but I did put some videos in today because I have so much. I usually don't put no videos in, but I had to do it on some of these articles. You'll see why here in a little bit. But this first one, guys, I want your opinion. This is like way off of what I usually do. But would you eat at a restaurant run by AI? Take a look at this one first. This was from Dubai.
This isn't your normal kitchen. This is the world's first robot chef. Launching in Dubai, a fully AI-operated restaurant named Woohoo. The chef is called Ayman, an AI that designs recipes using data from over 1,000 global dishes, and it cooks without even tasting. Opening in downtown Dubai at Kempinski Boulevard, September 2025. A robot cooking your dinner? Welcome to the future of food. Follow for more futuristic updates.
Now, this one is from China. Let me know your opinions in chat. Would you guys eat at these places?
What's your thoughts on this? This restaurant is now using AI robots to serve food. They claim that this is a real robot and not a human acting like one. Subscribe if you think we should deactivate AI right now.
What do you guys think? Would you want to go to any place like that that has like no interpersonal service in a place like that? K3. Hi, K3. Would you want to go to a place like that or not? I don't think so. Would it be neat to see? Yes. Would I want that? No. You don't get that connection because I wouldn't tip no machine. And I want that personal connection with the waitress or waiter or whoever it is, if they got to do their job and do it nicely like they're supposed to. And that depends on how much they get tipped at the end. There wouldn't be a tip coming out of my pocket if I had to go there. That's almost like when you have to go check your own stuff out at a grocery store. So I thought that was interesting. And this is the future, unfortunately. It's going to cost people jobs. Yeah, but that is the future. And we got Violent Vixen in here. She got done cooking, obviously. And you cook anything good, Vix? But guys, if you're watching me, you can see her. Violent Vixen 29. Check out the Rebel Chick with a cause. She put on a great show today. A lot of great stuff, guys. You'll want to see it. Make an effort to look it up. Check it out. You guys will believe it. You'll love it. Anywhere I'm at, you can see it, plus some. And just look for her name, you guys. Violent Vixen 29. You'll find her podcast on there. Rebel Chick with a cause. All right, let's keep going here. We get Dubai out of the way. Now, first one, we got a foreign policy double standards. Trump's string of wins perpetually downplayed by opposition. Well, every time we turn around, robots are hooters. Yeah, that ain't even a guess there, America Peer. Hooters all the way. You gotta love a little Hooters, don't you guys? And I'm talking about the restaurant. Don't be like that. I said I'm talking about the restaurant. All right, here we go. All right, yes, Democrats downplay everything. They're not going to give Trump a win whatsoever. No matter how you look at it, it's not going to happen. They're going to say everything's shitty, everything is worse, everything's bad, the inflation's bad, even though it's not. They lie out their asses every time you turn around, and that's what this is all about. They want to downplay everything and say prices are going up. No, they're not. Gas is going up. No, they're not. Inflation's going up. No, it went up a little bit last week, but that's kind of expected. And there's so much going on, guys, that they lie about every damn time you turn around. And we're going to get in a lot more of that here later. But here we go with what was happening today, guys. And remember, this is a weekend wrap-up, so I'm going to give you a little bit of stuff here from the weekend. But Trump, we're going to straight to Russia-Ukraine peace deal. Not a mere ceasefire. This was all about what happened today. Zelensky, European leaders to meet in Trump in D.C. today. There's no deal on ceasefire. It's going straight to peace or nothing. Now today, Trump announces he has started to arrange a trilateral meeting with Ukraine and Russia. Now today's meeting went well, they said. And actually, Zelensky, if you watched any of it, actually had a nice suit on, like black shirt like this and jacket and stuff. He actually didn't wear his khaki green bullshit that he always wears with that sweater and stuff. But they said it went well. He said it went well. And he also called Putin back. And now Trump is setting up a meeting between Putin and Zelensky, which they both agreed to. Now it's got to get the final out the place and time and everywhere like that. And then if that meeting goes well, then there's going to be another meeting with him, Zelensky, and Putin to iron out all the details and hopefully come to some kind of arrangement for peace. Now, Trump said earlier there was going to be zero of real estate being given. We're going to see if that happens or not. But they will not give a lot of information out about what happened and what they're talking about because they're still in the midst of talking. So they also have been floating a thing that could possibly be U.S. boots on the ground in Ukraine as part of this peace deal and protection from any aggressors against Ukraine. Is that going to happen? We don't know. It's just being thrown out there and all that crap. Tattoo impersonator? Oh. So we'll see what happens in the coming days, weeks, and months to this. Hopefully it can be ironed out fast for them to stop killing people. There's no reason for this. So we'll see what happens. Cage match. That would be good, Fix. They should have Garrett Zelensky while he was there. Yes, they should have. So we'll see what happens in the coming days and months with this, guys. All right, let's keep going here because we got a lot to go over, like I said. And don't forget, you guys, let me tell you off real quick. You guys want to get your name in for the drawing? There it is. It's also in the ticker below, guys. We will have a drawing. I think I'm going to put off his flashlight I showed you guys. I think that's what I'm going to put off right here. It's a rechargeable flashlight. It's supposed to be pretty bright. I got one like this, and it's bright, but it doesn't have this little flashlight on the side here. It doesn't have this piece. So I'm not sure. I didn't open it in anything or yet, but it's rechargeable. It's even got a charging thing. It says how dead the battery is, 100% right there. It looks pretty cool. I'm not opening it. I don't open any of my stuff, and I should sometimes because I did send Fixer a drone that didn't work. So that a little upset me, but I don't want to open them. I want them to stay new in the box. Some of them, the boxes stay ripped. But, hey, if you want your name in for the drawing, I've got 2 names left in there. I know who they are. I'm not telling you, but I'm going to draw the 2 names, and they are going to win something this week. And I am going to, I don't know if I have another flashlight over there or one's going to get a flashlight, one's going to get a knife. I don't know. We're going to see here yet. But we're going to see. I got to look at my stuff over there and see. But if you want your name in, hit it up to me. conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com if you want in for the drawing, guys. But remember, the only thing I ask is if you watch the show. Because if I draw your name and you're not watching the show, you don't win. But your name goes back in the hat for another day. But now these 2 names, I'm hoping they both are tuned in either Thursday or Friday. I'm giving that away too. What the hell? So one of you guys or both of you guys are going to win a prize. I'll tell you what the other prize is going to be come before Thursday. Let me tell you. I'll look tomorrow maybe and tell you what the other prize is going to be. We'll see what happens. Putin will eat Zelensky alive if they were all alone. Yeah, I'm afraid that's true, America Peer. So we're going to have to see what happens with that. All right, guys. Remember back when this was during the election, January 6th, actually, and Bongino would always talk about the J6 bomber that planted the bombs outside the DNC and the Republican National Committee's offices. And he was hell-bent on trying to figure this out. But now that he is deputy FBI director, Bongino says the FBI is closing in on January 6th pipe bomb. Now, let me show you that first. Then I got to backtrack one. But I'm going to show you this first. You guys remember that? You remember the pipe bomb? Take a look at this real quick.
You're watching previously unreleased video of the mysterious person who planted pipe bombs outside the offices of the Democratic and Republican National Committees in Washington, D.C. a day before the January 6 riot at the U.S. Capitol. The FBI is releasing the footage and more information in hopes of generating new tips for the pipe bomb investigation. Authorities previously offered a reward of up to $500,000 for information leading to the suspect's arrest and conviction. Investigators estimate the unidentified suspect to be about 5 feet 7 inches tall. The most distinctive part of the suspect's outfit are a pair of black and gray Nike Air Max Speed Turf shoes with a yellow logo. The FBI says fewer than 25,000 pairs of the same shoe were sold between August 2018 and January 2021. The pipe bombs were discovered about 17 hours after they were planted. Fortunately, nobody was hurt before the bombs were rendered safe, but the FBI says both devices could have been lethal.
But what they don't tell you is that there's no way for them to have went off without somebody going back and setting that timer. It was a kitchen timer, an egg timer. It was not going to go off. But according to Bongino, he said he turned heads late last week when he announced that the Bureau is closing in on suspects connected to the placement of the 2 pipe bombs near the U.S. Capitol, January 6, 2021, signaled that the long-running 4-year investigation may be nearing a breakthrough after lying dormant throughout the Biden administration. Why is that? And Mr. Fixer said it right, because he said it was the feds, and I believe every minute of it. And if you guys paid attention, if you watched Dan Bongino, and he kept showing these, and this is why I'm going to call bullshit on him if he doesn't come through with this, because I almost watched 99% of his shows from then on out, and he was hell-bent on finding out who this bomber was. That's what I'm getting to, Jeff. That's why I said If he better come through with this, because he showed us a lot of stuff that the bomber was talking to, the people were talking to the cops and the feds sitting in their trucks when the bomb was only 50 feet away from them. Nobody checked it. Nobody checked the bench areas, nothing. And supposedly Kamala Harris was inside that building, but nobody was out walking around checking security or nothing like that. But this dude just sat there and put this stuff down, walked away, and nobody did a damn thing. Nobody found it. No dogs picked it up. Nothing. So he's saying it's supposed to come true, and he's supposed to be saying it's coming to an end. So we'll see what happens, guys, because I'm getting the feeling that we're being fed a lot of bullshit here. And not only just on this, but everything else that we're seeing come to light. And I think we'll get into a little bit of this here in a second with James Comey and all that stuff. But I'm going to backtrack here real quick, because Putin swipes at Biden saying there'd be no war if Trump was president. This goes to show you guys, and I did not get my videos downloaded. How many times did I say that Biden was instigating this war between Russia and Ukraine? Take a listen.
I'd like to remind you that in 2022, during the last contact with the previous administration, I tried to convince my previous American colleague that the situation should not be
после наступления, которые могут наступить тяжелые последствия в виде
боевых действий. И прямо сказал тогда, что это большая ошибка. И вот сегодня мы слышим, когда президент Трамп говорит, что если бы я был президентом, то войны бы не было. Я думаю, что так бы на самом деле и случилось. Я подтверждаю это, потому что в целом у нас с президентом Трампом наладился очень хороший деловой и доверительный контакт. И у меня есть все основания полагать, что, двигаясь по этому пути, мы можем дойти и до, чем быстрее, тем лучше, до завершения конфликта на Украине. Благодарю вас за внимание.
Now, if you can understand that between his voice and the translator and stuff, and he actually said that, and I said that so many in videos and everything, and the live stream, I believe I said it too. And I said it all along that he was instigating this, and that's exactly what happened. And he said it himself right there. Hi, Alfred. And we guys got saying right, because they said that they had the video of the van that he got out of there. We're talking about back to the pipe bomber again. And the tag number didn't do nothing about it. And everybody's saying about the feds have been doing this. And I like what Lee says. The FBI investigated the FBI and said there was no crime. That's perfectly said right there. This is why I'm calling bullshit on everything that we're hearing. Not from that, just this and Epstein. And I'm not sure if I get into that or not. But the Epstein stuff, I call bullshit on it too, because I don't know if I put it in here. I should have thrown it in here, but we'll see what happens. But the Epstein, I don't see it. Let me see. Nope, I don't think I did. And it might be in tomorrow's stuff, but because we got Comer saying that we're coming down to the final. We're talking to people, and we're getting a lot more of the records, the Epstein files and shit. And they're saying, and I think that's in tomorrow's show, but I'm calling bullshit on it too, because this is what we keep hearing. We keep hearing we're going to get the files. We're going to get the file. And I put on there, I just want the pedophiles. I want their names. I don't give two shits what you do with the rest of the files. Give me the names of the pedophiles so we can get them the hell off the streets and out of our government, out of Hollywood, and everywhere. That's all I want. All right, what else we got here? Okay, this one's coming up right now. Judge expands restraining order against Beto O'Rourke and adds Act Blue for funding the Democrats who left Texas. Now, this comes from Eric Von Zipper. And this is judge places a lien on Francis O'Rourke, money and property. Take a listen.
I'm Christina Owayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories.
A judge has placed a lien on all Robert Francis O'Rourke's money and property and bans him from raising any additional money to give to the rogue Democrats who skipped town. Tarrant County District Judge Megan Fahey issued the temporary restraining order, placing restrictions on the failed gubernatorial candidate and his nonprofit, Powered by the People. The order comes after Attorney General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit against O'Rourke and George Soros for funding the Democrats who left the state to block a vote on redistricting. The vote was also being held to lower taxes and give aid to the victims of the recent flood in Kerrville. The restraining order prevents O'Rourke from removing any assets from Texas and bans him from raising or distributing money to support those Democrats. The restraining order comes because of Paxton's investigation into what he calls Beto bribes. Paxton saying that O'Rourke's fundraising violated Texas laws against bribery, deceptive trade practices, and improper use of political funds. The court agreed, finding probable violations of the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Act, which prohibits false or misleading acts in commerce, which applies to political fundraising. A hearing on whether to extend the restrictions into a temporary injunction is set for August 19th.
That's what you need to know.
I'm glad they did that, but my problem is, and it'll be coming on here in 1 second, Texas Democrats end week-long quorum standoff in redistricting fight, and they come back to Texas. What pisses me off is, why were they not arrested? Why were they not put in handcuffs like they said they were going to if they came back to Texas? Didn't see none of that. Didn't hear none of that, did you guys? How about my peeps from Texas? Did you guys hear any of this stuff? Did you hear anybody being arrested? John, Tammy, Jeff? Sean's not in here over here from Texas. But did you guys hear about anybody being arrested from the Democrat Party? It did not happen. And that's what needs to happen. We're getting the numbers up here, John. We got to get them up. Get them up. Tell people in there, get them up, guys. Get her. Come on, get her. Get your numbers up higher. So I'm not hearing anything from these people that says anybody at all was arrested down there. And that's exactly what they've been saying. And this was another reason I was calling bullshit. Because that's what we heard for this past week or two, saying that when they come back, they're going to be arrested. They were out hunting for them and everything. Nobody was arrested. Nope, and no surprise there. Exactly. That's one of my Texas peeps from Wimpkin. And nobody was, and no surprise there. That's what's pissing me off. It's going through the courts. They should have been arrested, K3. And yes, I hope it goes through the courts, and I hope they're still booted out of their seats. But they need to do this redistricting and get that big mouth bitch, rotten crotch Crockett, the hell out of here. That's what needs to happen first. Get her the hell out of here, and we'll be partying. Nobody got arrested. Yep. As far as I know, no one was arrested or forced to vacate their seat. That's my problem right there. There's Texas peeps right there telling us firsthand right there. They're from Texas. They know what it is. John heard crickets. That's what he heard, and that's what we're all hearing, guys. This is why I'm calling bullshit on this too, and everything else that we're hearing, because this is what we're hearing. Texas John said it right. We're hearing crickets. On every subject that we want to hear something from, we're hearing crickets. I don't know, guys. What do we got? In Trump's first 200 days, Trump has overturned Biden's climate agenda at breakneck speeds. That's exactly what we want to see. At climate bullshit, you can go back to the 50s or 60s. We started that the one time, and we had a list showing all the climate bullshit from the Democrats, claiming this, claiming that. None of it, zero, came true. It's all bullshit. Hopefully it's done. But you never hear about climate anything when Trump's in office. Both this one or the last one. None. And that's crazy, right? All right, let's move ourselves into D.C. right now. D.C. victim's mother praises Trump's crime crackdown in D.C. Well, that's what kid was. I think he was killed. Yeah, her son's killing while announcing a federal takeover in law enforcement district. She praised him for this. And this is why the Democrats are fighting for allowing murders to happen. And Vic showed the best one ever yet, is that I don't know if he was an Indian or if he was a raghead or he had their thingy on his head. Truck driver, illegal, given a driver's license by California illegally, and he killed 3 people from Florida. Right now, they're in process of extraditing him back to Florida, and now nailing his ass to the wall. But they're gonna ship him out. So that tells me, I don't know. He looked Indian, but he could have been a Muslim. I couldn't tell the difference, and they didn't. I don't think they said either. But that pisses me off every time we see that stuff. All right, let's keep going. White House says National Guard members that are deployed to D.C. might be armed. Well, they need to be armed because all the criminals in D.C. are armed. It's turn around, it's fair game. They need to protect themselves. They will not be making an arrest, but they are in there to help and transport and stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see how they can stop the Epic City. I hope so, Shell. All right, we got 3 states going to send hundreds of National Guard troops to Washington, and those include West Virginia, deploy 300 to 400, South Carolina 200, and Ohio 150. Well done. You're not going to get no National Guard from Pennsylvania because they're a piece of shit Democrat-run state. I can't stand it. If I could, I'd be moving out. That dude did not look like an Indian to me. He had a big nose. Just saying. I couldn't tell what he was, but whatever he was, they're going to deport him. So get his ass. I don't want to say get his ass out of there because he killed people from Americans, just like all these other criminals are doing. And what do? They deport them and give them a chance to get back in here. Not because they're letting them, but they can sneak back in here. And if the Democrats ever win and take over power and the presidency again, we're screwed. They'll open that border up real quick as shit. You better believe it. Another big accident yesterday in Ohio, 4 dead. Oh, I didn't hear that one fixed, I don't think. I've seen so much going on this weekend, guys. It's crazy. But you won't get this one. Get this one, guys. This will piss you off to no end. Trust me. Homeland Security Department slams New York Governor Hochul. She pardoned an illegal murderer just so he wouldn't get deported. Oh, yeah. She pardoned this piece of shit. This is what you get in New York and Democrat-run states. Piece of shit like this bitch pardons an illegal killer just so he doesn't get deported. You believe this nonsense? Oh, that's another voter. Can't deport a voter, can you? And that's what these liberals haven't done yet, is woke up to see the fact that this is what happens when you have a Democrat-run city. You guys vote for a Muslim in New York, you deserve what you get. It's not going to be pretty, I'm telling you now. Redistricting is probably the biggest thing right now. Yes, and of course, California is going to cheat their way again because it's not like Democrats haven't already been doing it. That's why they let these illegals in. That's why nothing was said. That's why nobody was arrested or deported during the Biden administration. And we talked about this before. They let these in. They did a census with allowing illegal criminals on the census so they can gain more seats. That's fixing and rigging elections. I don't know why anything hasn't been done about it yet, but Trump is trying to redo the census and get things straightened out, but we'll see what happens. All right, guys, here's the big one you guys will want to hear right now. Oh, let me go over here real quick. I'm messing up. Eric Von Zipper is in Facebook. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So anyways, here we go. Hillary Clinton. Oh, yes, I know. Don't crucify me. Admits Trump was right. Right? Oh, yeah, she admits it. Says she is encouraged by NATO progress. Listen to it for yourself, guys.
I would like that as well. And you mentioned the term liberal world order, and there's been a lot of conversation about the breakdown, right, of the post-World War II order. And we don't have the same kind of relationships with our allies, to put it in Clintonian terms. There's a lot of dumb power being used, not a lot of smart power. How far, I guess, you think this breakdown has been, if we would be welcomed back into the proverbial fold? It seems like from the NATO summit that is the case, that our European allies are just waiting for Donald Trump to turn around and say, actually, I would like to go back to more or less the way things were because we are better together than we are on our own. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Jessica, I actually was encouraged by the events of the last several months. First of all, the NATO commitment by individual member states to increase their defense spending is very welcome. It's something that prior administrations have certainly sought, and I think it's great that we are seeing these commitments that now have to be followed through on. The willingness of European countries to support Ukraine, and by doing so, buy American weapons in order to provide them to the Ukrainians. I think all of that is a very good signal that there is beginning to be a better understanding, both by the president and the people around him, as well as by the leaders of our European allies, that there can be common ground amongst us. And the kind of dismissiveness that we saw in the first Trump administration has been replaced by a much more obvious working relationship to the good of European security, transatlantic security, and hopefully Ukrainian security. So I'm actually encouraged.
And they said it right, and she's pandering. And who said that? I think it was Fixer. He said some other stuff too. I'm not going to mention that, but Jeff said it. Jeff said Hillary is pandering, and I believe that one too. But I was like floored when I saw this, and it's like, holy shit, I got to show that. Oh yeah, because this, you know, she's sucking up. She's, for some reason, she don't talk like that about Trump ever. So you know she's up to something right there. Simple as that. Now here, Jasmine Crockett heckled for fake ghetto hood rat persona. You got to watch this, guys. This was hilarious.
I used to stay at my granny's house. She was one of my favorite people in the entire world.
Jasmine, the people of Dallas deserve better than a fake ghetto hood rat. No, ma'am. Don't touch me. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. Get her off me. Get off me. Get out. Get off me. I'm on. Get her off me first. Get her off me first. Yes, she is. I'm standing still. Do your people know you're a spoiled rich kid from Missouri? Get it! Get it! Get it! Fuck you! Fuck you! Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! Get off me! Get the fuck!
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Are you proud?
No, just in case I gotta cuff you up. Let's just go.
For what?
Let's go. I'm telling you.
You like that? Is that censorship right 101 right there? Oh yeah, and putting her hands on her like that? Oh man, she got a lawsuit waiting to happen right there. You spoiled rotten crotch. Exactly right, Sean. She should sue the hell out of him for even touching her. That is crazy, right? What else is this one? All right, not that one. But I can't wait. I hope when Texas passes this bill, oh yeah, and she's gone, that'd be freaking awesome, right? All right, we got another Democrat. Surfaces a Michigan Democrat councilwoman allegedly stuffing ballot boxes in the dead of the night. How many times do we have to show this and see this and nobody does anything? But they've been doing it for months or years now, and nothing's been done about it. Now, this one is a second one video, and I'm not going to show it because we're going to run out of time. But another one, them caught doing it, and nothing's being done. Crazy, right? All right. What else we got here? Oh, yeah, they're back on the corrupt Democrat AG caught committing fraud. This is New York Attorney General Letitia James is facing a serious allegation of mortgage fraud, claims that could carry criminal liabilities and continuing to undermine her credibility as the state's top law enforcement official. Now, this has been going on for a while here. Why they brought this back up, I'm not sure. But this was posted just 2 days ago, so that was on Saturday. And I'm not sure why they continue to. They're not giving me anything new on that, but they need to do something and have her ass in court. Why does it take the Republicans so long to do anything, to hold anybody accountable? Jazzy's math ain't math and mo. That's right. Yes, Wimpkin's chat is crazy. You guys need to check it out. Even if you're on both, man, you can do both at once. That's sure Texas John does like 3 of them, man. Oh, yeah. Now, the last thing I got for you guys is the State Department stops issuing all visitor visas for individuals from Gaza. But they shouldn't even have been allowing them in here because that's where the terrorists are at. Who knows? You cannot vet these people, just like the ones that the Democrats were letting in, the terrorists from the border. They didn't vet them. And how many terrorists we got in here? Hundreds that they know of. And this is the stuff that's got to stop. And thank God they're stopping it now. A Michigan Muslim councilman, 1 of 6, Hamtramck, Michigan. Yeah, we got to stop this. We got too many terrorists, too many USA haters, and half of them are Americans. 1,200? 1,200 is not good enough, Getter. Come on, get them up there. Not good enough, guys. But we got to hey, Dale. Been on generator, AP, and disappointed during storm. Oh, man, yeah. We had some storms yesterday. Wow. I don't know if you guys got any of those storms, but I tell you what. That shit, the wind blew like crazy, blowing stuff that it shouldn't have blown. Trees down everywhere. Then we got 2 of those bursts. One lasted probably, I don't know, probably both of them lasted about 20 minutes. Michigan's in the world of hurt. Dearborn rally, 40,000 Muslims. Holy shit. That's not good, guys. You see all that? This is what we've got to stop. And I'll bring it up anyways. But why would anyone in New York vote for a Muslim that's anti-cop, especially New York, because of 9/11? And remember, guys, and I am telling you this out of experience, Muslims lie. They all are taught to hate the white man. And it doesn't mean white skin. It means Americans. They hate Americans, period. And I told you my story and what I went through with this Muslim. And then he told me the fact. All the Muslims told me. Because remember, when I was working there, we had to do Ramadan. And we had to deal with all the Muslims in prison. And they all said the same thing. It doesn't matter which type they are. They're all taught that way. When they tell you they don't, that's a lie. And when you get it from guys that don't have anything to lose, who are you going to believe? These idiots on TV or the ones that have nothing to lose? Why would they have to lie to me? They're in prison for life. And that's exactly what they said, guys. I'm not lying to you. All right, guys, we're going to get a couple things in here real quick. And I've got this Dr. Blue. He is a fitness person, I guess you could say. But he's got great words of advice. Take a listen to this real quick.
Every day, you need to chase 3 wins. The first win is the physical win. Go train, go run, go fight, go move your body and feel pain. Overcome this damn laziness, man. Your body is your temple. And if you don't dominate your own body, you will be dominated by any cheap desire. The second win is your mental win. Read, write, study, teach. Put the brain to work in your favor, not against you. Because the unoccupied brain is the beautiful place for self-sabotage, isn't it? And the third win is the spiritual win. Meditate, give thanks, pray, do good for people around you, even when nobody else is looking. Because without purpose, without a connection to something bigger, everything loses its meaning. These 3 wins are sacred, and it doesn't cost any money. It only costs daily choices. Choose discomfort, Choose focus. Choose repetition that transforms everyday silent war that you have with yourself into growth and development. And you win when you finish the day knowing that you are stronger than you were yesterday. Isn't that a beautiful thing to chase every day?
If you do not know who he is, guys, put his name. If you have TikTok, put his name in, and he has great exercise programs and stuff. And when I heard this, he gives some great advice. He gives advice to other people too that are having problem losing weight and trying to get their mind straight along with your body. This man is a beast. If you've never seen it, go check him out because he is a beast. He's a monster, and you got to see how he trains. He trains full out crazy stuff, guys. So check it out, would ya? All right. Here's your disaster factor tip of the day.
Shit just hit the fan. Pick your bug out bag. Which one did you pick?
You got to see some of the stuff that's in your bug out bags, guys. If you got a bug out bag, I'd like to have a picture of it. Send me a picture, an email or DM or a private message, whatever it is. However you want to contact me, give me a picture of it. Remember, if you need help with it, I'll help you out with it. So see if I can get two things in here. We're going to do this with I put this first one video in for you guys. It is just so funny. It's unreal. But it's a short one, 12 seconds. Take a listen.
What are you doing here? You look so young.
My dad left for a bucket of chicken before I was born, so I figured I'd clock in and wait for him to walk through that door.
I'm sorry. That was just too funny. I couldn't help myself right there. That was hilarious. All right, we're going to get one more in here. What is this one? All right, I'm going to give you, they say this is the 10 best love songs of all times. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but this is, of course, back in the 80s, I believe. And we're going to get into some stuff back here. Maybe Throwback Thursday. I'm going to take you back to the 50s. Oh, yeah. We'll see how many of you guys know these songs. I knew some of them, believe it or not. But we're going to see this one. Let's at least take a listen.
My love, there's only you in my life.
Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain.
Don't know me well.
So when I get love again, I will be there. Some people's destiny passes by, and all my life I'm holding on forever.
Now, I don't remember a few of those, but that's what they said it was. But we're going to have a lot more tomorrow, guys. I've got a song. Who's that from? Tom McDonald. I got one for you tomorrow from him. I got some from people, viewers, from Johnny on X. We got more Bigfoot. We got a lot for tomorrow, too, guys. But I want to thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Got a lot of information out to you guys real fast. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we're going to see what's happening tomorrow, guys. I do got a line up in my inbox right now for you. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't have as – what, 1,600? That's what I'm talking about now. That's way get them job done right there, man. We got to get more people to tune in everywhere else, man. Getter's knocking it out of the park tonight. All right, guys. So tomorrow night, we're going to have a great show. If we don't have too many videos or articles, we're going to get into some good videos, some funny ones, so we can have a great time this week. And don't forget, we got the drawing coming up. So you want to get your name in, conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. And don't forget, we got Throwback Thursday coming up. Oh, yeah. We're going to have a blast this week, guys. So I hope to see you tomorrow night. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. It's because of you, our listeners and viewers, that I get to do what I do every single night. I appreciate every comment and every person who takes the time out to get involved in the show and chat and make this show what it is. So as we close out the show for tonight, remember that the conversation doesn't end here. The articles we've discussed and the principles we've defended are the foundation of our republic. It's up to each and every one of us to keep the foundation strong. So join me again tomorrow night as we continue this fight. So until then, have a great night, guys. God bless. And I will see you back here live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after who? The Rebel Chick with a Cause. That's right, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, guys, like always, have a great rest of your evening. We're knocking it out with 1655. I'll see you back here live tomorrow. Good night, everyone.